Members, without objection, we're now moving to file item 66, SCR 6 by Assemblymember Petrie Norris regarding the protests in Iran. Assemblymember Petrie Norris, you are recognized. Oh, sorry, the clerk will read.
Senate Concurrent Resolution 6 by Senator Umberg and others relative to Iranian protests.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Members, today I rise to present SCR 6, which proclaims the legislature's solidarity with the people of Iran. In honor of Women's History Month and Nowruz, the Persian New Year, I want to recognize the extraordinarily brave and remarkable women of Iran who have continued to risk their lives to protest the brutality of the Iranian government and their repression of basic human rights. On September 16th of last year, 21-year-old Mahsa Amini arrived in Tehran to visit her family, but was subsequently arrested by the Iranian regime's morality police for allegedly wearing her hijab improperly. She was viciously beaten by the police and died while in custody. Mahsa's murder sparked an incredible uprising involving thousands and thousands of Iranians from all walks of life, teenagers, students, men, and women of all ages, taking to the streets to protest the Iranian regime. Iranian government authorities responded with violence. According to the United Nations, at a minimum, hundreds of people have been killed while protesting. Thousands more have been arrested, many of whom are facing barbaric punishment. But that has not stopped the people of Iran from risking death or imprisonment every day to fight for a better and brighter future. I am really and truly in awe of their bravery. Their courage has inspired people all across the world to protest in solidarity. Many of these demonstrations of support have taken place right here in California, which has the largest Iranian American population in the nation. I respectfully ask for your aye vote on this important measure and that the first roll be open for co-authors today.
Thank you, Assemblymember Petrie Norris. Seeing no others, I'm sorry, Mr. Patterson, Assemblymember Patterson.
Thank you. It's Jim Patterson, not Joe. We get confused apparently, but that's okay. That's okay. It seems like today this body has stood to touch significant populations in Central California. First the Artsakh and now the Iranian. We have a substantial and significant Iranian population. I know many of them as friends. And they tell the stories of escaping and coming to the United States. And they look wistfully back to the homeland, hoping and praying that the spark of freedom that is the Iranian people's response to this brutality is the beginning of something significant. There is a significant Iranian population that really are hopeful and see perhaps a day when freedom, democracy, and the opportunity to live their lives as they see fit. And so I stand in strong support. This is an encouragement to the Iranians in California, as was mentioned, a significant population here. And we stand with them not only in their objection to the brutality, but we stand also with them in almost a revolutionary approach to standing for liberty and for freedom, and doing so at the risk of their life. That is heroic, and we stand with them.
Thank you, Assemblymember Patterson. Seeing no others wishing to speak, would you like to close?
Thank you, Madam Speaker, and thank you to my colleagues who spoke in support of this measure. And thank you to all of my colleagues in the Assembly for standing today in solidarity with the people of Iran in their fight for freedom, for justice, for liberty, and for fundamental human rights. With that, I respectfully ask for your aye vote on SCR 6 and that the first roll be open for co-authors.
The clerk will open for co-authors. Members, this is for co-authors. The clerk will close and tally the votes. We have 64 co-authors added. Without objection, we now take a voice vote on resolution. All those in favor say aye. Opposed, say no. The ayes have it. The resolution is adopted. Assemblymember Petrie-Norris, you are recognized for your guest introduction.
Thank you. Members, please join me today in welcoming members of the Iranian American community who are here in the gallery for today's presentation. I want to thank our guests for your leadership all across California and all across our country. Please know that we stand with you. We stand with you in solidarity, in support of the people of Iran as they fight for freedom and for fundamental human rights. Thank you for being here.